Let me ask you a serious question. If you knew that you were gonna die tomorrow, would you regret that you didn't try something in your life? I'll give you a second to think about it. See, when I was 16, my mom told me a really interesting quote. She said, "Son, don't be the man lying on his deathbed, regretting he didn't do something different with his life." And that had a very serious impact on my life. On that day on Jeju Island, me and my friend Mickey were having problems about this jump.
It's like the reason is because cliff jumping is not a big thing in Korea.
See, luckily for me back in the Navy, my friends were extremely adventurous and they've always wanted to try something new or go to a new place and explore. We've never really came across any problems like with cliff jumping because it's a very common thing to do and usually people didn't really care as long as you're being safe about it. But not in Korea. Korea was a little bit different. 2013 was the very first time that my friends actually invited me to go out and do something with them, like cliff jumping. And I was extremely excited, like really excited. But after a 3-hour drive, 15-minute hike, and a 5-minute climb, well, I started to panic inside, like really panic. I remember the very first time I actually looked over the cliff, I froze with fear. I couldn't jump. And all my friends were telling me, it's like, hey, it's okay, like, don't think about it. We've done this before. You're gonna be okay. Just don't think about it. Well, I thought about it for about 2 hours. And what made it worse is that there was a lot of people watching me, people I didn't know. And what made it even worse, there was no other way down but to actually jump. Because after you climb, that's it. Man, I remember my heart was racing, my knees were shaking, and I couldn't jump. At a certain point, one of my really good friends, he climbed back up and he said, you know, we'll jump whenever you're ready, just take your time. He was talking to me for about 20 minutes to calm down my nerves. And then at a certain point, the most amazing part was that after that jump, I was so happy, full of adrenaline. I kept climbing back up and jumping, climbing back up and jumping, non-stop. But that's the day when something new sparked in my life. The want for adventure. most amazing part about these adventures is that the troubled past didn't matter. The worrisome future didn't exist. The only thing that mattered was that moment. The moment of now. And I think it's really easy to forget what the moment of now feels like if you don't fill your life full of new adventures or just trying something new. If I want you to take anything from this short story, is don't assume that you're gonna live forever. Your last day can be tomorrow. And if that's the case, make sure you fill your life with many scary jumps. Cliff jumping, maybe trying some crazy new food, asking that one person on a date, or pursuing a career that you've always dreamed about that nobody else understands. Yeah, it's scary and it's gonna hurt most of the time, but at least you tried it. And when the day comes where you have to leave this world to the next, at least you lived one hell of a life. So what are you waiting for? Jump.
And cliff jumping was better than I expected, to be honest.
It's a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
I just want to say a quick thank you to the Trip Plus team from Naver for sponsoring this trip for me and Mickey. I had a really great time and it was a really memorable moment for my life. So again, thank you so much.
Okay.
So if you're interested to see me eating live octopus for the first time, please go watch it. Today's comment of the day is from Jiun. I'm not good at speaking English, so I'm gonna leave this comment in Korean. You are the first channel that I have subscribed to. I really like your music choice. Also, I like the way you take your shots. I've told all my friends about you and I support you. So thank you very much. Thank you for the comment and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.